Hi guys, Guy in Kalamazoo here. Just a brief, quick video, especially I want to commentate real quick my initial impressions of The Witcher. This video I'm just going to talk about where I'm at in gaming, things going on with the gaming life, and yeah, that's it. So real brief. I hope only 5 or 10 minutes, maybe. So let's see. First, I finished the few games that I have finished, been able to delete from my hard drive. Um, let's see. I did delete off Assassin's Creed Syndicate, which was a beautiful game, but it was taking up a lot of space. I'm not out of space, but the games that don't need to be there, I just take off. I can always reinstall them later if I need to. Um, I finished Gems of War, finally got to level 100, and I think it is the second or third game, even though it's just an indie title free to play game. It's like either the second or third title, I guess, in PlayStation terms that Chris always says is platinum, yeah, or whatever. I don't know. I just 100%ed the game, which means all I wanted was all the achievements, and that's it. Replayability of that game is very good, very high, but I needed to break from it and move on. And I moved on with Assassin's Creed Chronicles China. There were some parts of that game very difficult. Um, eh, it's a beautiful game. That game, and also I'm playing India right now. They're beautiful. Like they're not scroller games because they don't scroll, but they're like the 2D and 3D have 3D elements to them. Um, just really nice. And it's like, okay, whatever scene you're on, you've got to look closely at, okay, which path am I going to go? Because a lot of times, yeah, you can fight in China, where India is more of a stealth approach. Although even in China, you want to be as stealthy as possible. But it just a beautiful game. But I finished that, deleted that also. Finished that last night. What the hell is this? There's like a bug. Okay. A bug. There was a bug on my keyboard. I'm like, what is that? So, okay. So anyway, I'm like, okay, I installed The Witcher, I think this past week, I think I installed it. And anyway, I'm like, the Witcher I'm on, I was telling Chris this yesterday, I'm kind of on the fence about it because it's not like I was not super hyped. That's why I'm just, I don't know when did Witcher come out, last year sometime. And I know it's one game of the year, and I waited for the price to come down, which it did. GameStop had it for, I think, $35. I picked it up. And actually, the edition I picked up and got, I was shocked at how much is in it. It's like you've got a game manual, you've got you can unfold it, and it's a world map. Um, there were two CDs in it, the game disc itself, and then the soundtrack, and that's what I'm very impressed by because I love gaming soundtracks. And I know and I've heard that The Witcher's soundtracks are very good. So along with The Witcher, just when was it? 2 weeks ago, a couple weeks ago. Anyway, they announced that The Witcher 2 was free, and was backward compatible. And I don't know, during a short time, I don't know if it still might be. Um, but you can download it for free on your Xbox One, play backward compatible. And I started that one even, and I've not gotten through it certainly. In fact, barely scratched the surface, I'm sure. But I started that one and it's like, okay, this is fairly decent. Just a lot of components, and games that have a lot of components drive me nuts. And The Witcher 3 does seem like it. So, okay, so those are the games that I finished, and I am figuring, okay, I still have Assassin's Creed Chronicles India, which I'm playing. I'm about halfway through it because on February 9th, a week from Tuesday, um, Assassin's Creed Chronicles Russia comes out, which I'm going to be getting. but I needed to kind of start a big, massive AAA game because I finished Halo. Yeah, I can play the multiplayer and all, but I've beat the storyline. And right now, nothing out there is really grabbing my attention in terms of big AAA games. So I'm like, okay, let me try to get into this. And for me, and this is just first impressions of The Witcher. Um, and I'm kind of reading notes if I'm glancing off to the side. I'm looking actually at my Facebook that I just posted. But yeah, I started out The Witcher 3 and I went through the introductory tutorial. I do have to say, number one, graphics in this game are some of the best graphics I've seen in any game. They're just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, Witcher 2 started out with like a sex scene. In Witcher 3, not really a sex scene, but he's like in the bathtub. Okay, here's one of my gripes, and this is for my gay or women gamer friends, I guess. They show like everything in the woman. The woman's laying there all naked, ass all, boobs hanging out, everything. Garrett, I think's The Witcher. Okay, show me some ass. They're not even showing ass on him. It's like, what the fuck? This is such a sexist thing. You know, what the hell? Anyway, yeah, that's a gripe. Because that obviously tells me, and I'm not going to get into this as a whole different subject for another time, but the gaming, I know they cater to uh, the younger male, typical male crowd, um, but it's still clear it's very sexist. Okay, so, but the graphics are beautiful. Gameplay I feel like I'm driving a Cadillac because I'll use my thumbstick to move around. It's like real fast, like a V8 engine. It's like, slow down just a bit. I haven't checked in my options and for control sensitivity, stuff like that, because I might be able to adjust it in there. Um, the story, anybody who knows me, I love story. It's like story to me is one of the top things, even over graphics. But the story, it could be a wonderful story with bad gameplay, and I'll still like it. Um, but I'm sure I've barely scratched the surface of the story, because I hear it's just a fully immersive game, um, with a big story. And right now I'm at a point where, and I've played maybe, how many hours? 2, 3 hours today, maybe is what I played. And all I know is, after this woman, the woman that happened to be in the very beginning of the game, and trying to talk to townspeople, go to different areas of the town and find clues, and of course encounter monsters along the way. Okay, and for me, I am not big into huge RPG games, of which this seems to be. I was never one to play Skyrim at all, Oblivion, nothing like that. I've tried, I just cannot get into it. Diablo. All the Diablo games I love. Simple. It's very simple. Level up. Okay, let's do this. The skill tree. Kill something, get rewarded for it. Easy. Very easy. This game, it's taken me out of my comfort level of that RPG-ish style. I even tried to get into World of Warcraft, WoW, and I just couldn't do it. So, but to me, Diablo is more or less like kill something, get rewarded, and move on. And hopefully whatever you're rewarded with is something big. The genre, that's another strike with me, and here I talk about Diablo. I'm not a huge fantasy medieval time, that period of time. I'm not really big into. Although I love the Shannara Chronicles on TV right now because I love Terry Brooks' books, the Shannara series. Love them. But outside of that, and I also really did enjoy Lord of the Rings. The movie's very good. Never read the books, but the movie's very good. And yet I tried The Hobbit. Could never get into it. Just couldn't get into it. Um, but anyway, with The Witcher, my first impressions, I'm going to continue playing it. And one reason I'm going to continue playing it is because it has my curiosity. The story has my curiosity. It's like, okay, what happens next? I've got 2 missions right now. I just finished one, which actually, the guy that I found, the hunter, he talked about why he was banished from town. It's because he had a gay love affair with one of the lords of the town, and they got caught. Um, and it's a sad story because the Lord ended up hanging himself, and this guy got banished from town just for being gay. And I'm like, oh wow, okay. See, and I knew The Witcher did this. I've been told that The Witcher, very inclusive game, which I like. Um, but anyway, it's a game that's like, okay, here's another game that I have where if I only have a little bit of time, I'll go and play like Assassin's Creed uh, India for right now. It's like, okay, I'll be able to take 15 minutes, half an hour, and at least get through this next chapter, this next part. Where The Witcher, it seems like I can save it wherever, but it's like, okay, I'm going to sit down and devote 3 or 4 hours to a game, and it's going to be The Witcher. It's just like, am I going to enjoy it? And I hope I enjoy it through the storytelling, which I kind of hear and seeing things online and hearing reviews that yes, I will enjoy it. If I don't enjoy it, I know me, it's going to be like, okay, I'm not going to do these side quests, not in this game anyway, not the side quests like I did in with Assassin's Creed Syndicate, all the side missions, everything I did with that game. This is a game like, okay, here's your main story mission, go to it, do it, and then I'll get through it that way if I get tired of it. Because it is a game I probably do want to see the story told out from beginning to end. So anyway, guys, yep, that's my gaming. I'm hoping Ori and the Blind Forest expansion comes out in the next few months. I think the Division's coming out, but I could care less. I know it's a first-person shooter, but that's another. I've never been into Tom Clancy. Books, movies, games. So, yeah, so I've got, I don't know, there's, waiting for more news on Mass Effect and some other things. So, anyway, guys, I hope you guys have have a good day, and I just wanted to give you guys an update on my, what's going on with the gaming. So, I'll probably post a February vlog here in the next few weeks. So anyway, take care, guys. We'll see you.